We need everybody right now. 10 people. Send it to 10 people. We don't care if they gay or straight. Send it to 10 people.
Again, man, let's be honest, man. Let's be honest, man. If you are married, the next question is, if you are married, how do you feel about your wife going outside, chilling, hanging out with other people, other friends, once y'all are married? A married couple. I'm saying a married couple. I'm not saying dating, but I'm saying married. If you're married. Outside, yes, or outside, no. Mondo, what do you think, Mondo? If you was married, Mondo, how would you feel with your wife being outside, like late night, chilling, partying with her peoples? Would you agree with that, or would you not agree with it?
Yeah, why she can't go outside? Like, she go outside.
What kind of outside?
They say
outside,
like,
You know, so we had a straight woman come in the DM and say her husband has a problem with her always going outside.
Always
is the problem.
If you a wife,
like always.
All right, so this
outside. Yeah, you go outside.
Do y'all know problem, Mondo?
Do y'all know
problem?
Do y'all know
always gotta go outside.
Okay, but sometimes it's fine.
Sometimes it's fine.
So she have a certain time, like, to be in the house for being disrespectful as being a wife?
Yeah. Like,
What would be the time that you feel like your spouse should be in the house?
when the club closed?
Club
closed 3
No.
a.m.
I'm just asking because the club closed at 3. Would you
That's
get
too
up
late
15?
for me. I'm fine with that.
I ain't gonna say that.
if your wife don't come home, you need to think about something.
Man, like she don't know why no curfew. My wife don't know what's going on. Like, you know, you ain't outside no 4, 5 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But listen, y'all.
you ain't finna be strict and control them either. Like,
It don't
I
have
go
to
have her fun with her friends too.
It don't have to be
It gotta be some
It's respect.
It's
It gotta be
a
balance.
matter of respect.
Balance and respect.
Man, I feel like me personally, don't let the sun catch you.
Now the sun catch
You
you,
feel
baby,
what
you
I'm
got a
saying?
problem.
Like, the sun catch you, it's a rock.
Now,
Because the sun catch you.
Because you gotta think about it. We in Atlanta.
Not even the sun.
We in Atlanta, even us niggas, we go to one spot, we go to after hours.
To the sun.
You feel what I'm saying?
I
The
ain't
ladies
going
outside,
no after
you know what I'm
hours
saying?
I definitely
Late
ain't.
night, like,
Yeah, like, you ain't going
So,
nowhere.
check this out, y'all. My thing is with this situation right here. Like, okay, so look. Alright, it ain't so much of a curfew. I want you to understand and respect my boundaries. You know what I'm saying? If you respect my boundaries, you know what time to come home. I ain't gotta say, baby, be home at 3 o'clock. You know how I feel about whatever. So you gonna make it home to whenever time you make it home. But on her, from her perspective, what if it's something that's going on in her life that's causing her to be outside and get some little air or whatever, something like that. You know what I'm saying? But communicate that with me. Baby, I'm going through something.
But maybe you the problem. That's not gonna communicate that with you, but I can understand the situation. You might be the reason why she's out that time of night.
Now, if it's something like that, that's different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So,
but just in general, your wife should. If it's your wife, your wife should come home at a decent time. She should be missing you.
I done talk to her every hour.
I'm telling you, the night
I know
should be
we're
funny
going
to
on.
her. She should be like, these bitches boring. The niggas always, she should be telling you every step of the way. That's
we talking about wife.
If you're not wife,
girlfriend, fiance, we're saying wife.
Okay,
your spouse.
Wife.
Your spouse. So y'all fine with y'all spouse.
Okay, so we got a married lady over here saying just respect your spouse. If it's causing an issue, then you need to slow it down.
Okay, so look, let me say this.
That's
Let me just be. I want to be biased to both situations. You know what I'm saying? Because that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm disrespecting you. That just means I might need some help. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't understand that. And I'm one of those people who don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why you gotta go outside to get some help. You know what I'm saying? If we got a situation, it didn't even have to be about us. It could be about whatever your life is existing of at that point. You know what I'm saying? But talk to me. Look, babe, I'm going through it. Okay, baby, let's go outside and have a good time. You know what I'm saying? But I don't expect you to go outside and have a good time. You know what I'm saying?
What's your ass crazy?
You control it. She's controlling it.
She can do it then.
Listen, what she wants is time and air and space away.
Everybody gotta have a sense of privacy, bro. Just like your phone,
People need space. People need air. People need time away from you so they can think, so they can properly calm themselves down. Because you don't know what the fuck she going through.
But that's my thing. If you're my wife, it should not be. Because guess what? She
might be done communicated that with you. Let the girl go have a good time.
This is my thing. I don't mind you going out having a good time. That
don't mean you gotta calm neither.
I don't have to, because sometimes I need my space.
We gonna go have. That nigga said we gonna go have.
No, man, let that girl go.
This for me is not a personal situation for me. You know what I'm saying? Because if my lady want to step outside, she can go outside. I don't mind that. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is this. Communication in this situation is everything. Even if you going through something, I should be your first point of contact.
Communication ain't everything, bro. Trust is everything. You gotta trust your woman. If she tell you that she doing that, what the fuck she doing? You feel me? You gotta have trust. Y'all can communicate all day, not comprehend each other, still be beefing. Right. But if you trust your girl, man, she going outside, she finna come home.
But y'all, listen, y'all on the different calibers that we talking about, girl, wife, all this shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Wife, but your wife, bro, you not worried about what the fuck your wife doing. I ain't worried about
my wife is, man, come on now. My wife, we dog.
I ain't saying
it's not even about the status of the relationship. It's about the respect at this point. What I'm saying is, when it comes to that situation, when your wife going outside more often than usual, you know what I'm saying? How do you
come in and you holler at her, baby, hey, what's going on? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Going outside. I'm trying to see, you know what I'm saying? There's something going on at home, there's something going on at work. What got you going out so much? You know what I'm saying? I feel like you been a little distant. You ain't been home. You feel me? Like you ain't been here.
Right. I could go with that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, either way, however you want to slice and dice it. As long as you communicate with me, look, I'm going this,
ain't nothing but a conversation. Because get what? At the end of the day, if she doing something, a grown motherfucker gonna do what they want to do, bro. You're gonna find a way. You're gonna create a way. Yeah. Whether you get caught later on or what, if you want to do it, you gonna do it. And if I can't tell you, I can go do. I want to go do it. I'ma sneak and do it. Right. And it might be something simple as going to a club.
But why does it necessarily have to be on something if I'm outside? You know what I'm saying?
Like I ain't gonna feel like you doing that because you outside. Cause get what? If you doing something, I'm already a suspect of that shit. It ain't gonna be because you outside. It's gonna be because you changing. Because
everything.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna feel that shit like your intuition. You gonna tell you this shit like. So because you going outside.
So I want to touch back on something you said earlier. Like you said you don't feel like you like other studs. Like what you mean by that? Like
what do you mean?
I don't know what you mean. That's what I'm saying. Because you was like,
you not like other niggas. She said other studs.
I'm just different.
Because I feel like I feel you, but I need to understand.
Okay, so
I know I'm not like other studs.
I want to hit on that too.
Okay, so look, when I say I'm different, I mean this right here. A lot of studs go out here playing this shit. If I'm with you, I'm investing you in every aspect of your life. I want you to do better in life. I want you to grow in life. I want everything for you in life. A lot of people are opportunists. So what they'll do is they'll come and say, oh, Lavish got that bread, so I'm finna go and come and be with her. That ain't me. I don't give a fuck if you got 1 penny, 200 million. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm here for you and your best interest. So when I say I'm investing in you, I mean that wholeheartedly. Even if we go through some shit along the way, guess what? I'm gonna sit back and be like, you know what? Maybe I deserve that. Or, you know what? Maybe this was supposed to happen. But at the end of the day, if I see that you solid in our relationship, regardless of the mistakes that you might have made, I'm still gonna be there for you because that's the kind of nigga I am. A lot of niggas ain't like that. A nigga, Toya, I'm just gonna say example. I'm not saying, man. But I'm saying,
don't make me this.
I'm making this nigga example. I'm just saying, in general, a nigga could. I'm just using Toya example. That's not her life. That's not what's going on. What I'm saying is, she could be in a relationship with a bitch and the bitch do something. You know what I'm saying? She be like, man, fuck this hoe. I'm out of here. But me, I'm sitting back and you know what? Maybe I deserve it because I was mean to this bitch. Okay. I talked to this bitch cruel. So I did some shit.
I want to back on what you about to say. No, she asked a question.
She was going there.
No, but I want to go. I know where you're going at. I kind of feel.
So what you got to say?
So hear me out. So when Cuz say I ain't like these other niggas, these bitches tell us we ain't like these niggas.
Right.
Let me say that.
Yeah,
That's
that
what
be true.
started.
That be true.
That's what
I like that.
Okay.
That drop T-man.
That's what started.
Okay.
You
Get
feel
the
me?
T-man, man.
You feel me? So you might like to get fucked. I don't like to get fucked.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're true.
So you might what you like, I might not like.
Right.
So they be like, God damn, you just like a nigga. I hear that.
That's what I'm going with it.
I know that's what you was going at. I hear that. Now I ain't gonna. I'm not a touch me not, but I'm a touch me not.
Right. To a
You,
point.
to a certain extent.
So you
Right,
want
yeah.
head, but you don't want to be touched.
When you say you're not gonna figure me.
Yeah, I don't want that,
Hear me out. No, I'm being real. You're not, nothing's penetrating me. Nothing.
Okay.
But
That's all.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind head. I don't mind head. But I like my dick. But I like my dick up too.
Yeah. Okay.
So with your strap
What you mean,
Yeah.
strap on?
Yeah, man, that shit good.
Yeah, that can't. I just rather have that to me.
You feel me?
That's so great to me.
So it just depends on where we going at with it.
Right.
But again, I'm going back to what she say.
Yeah.
I've heard that my whole life.
Yeah.
I'm not no cap. Let's be honest.
You gotta be honest.
So
Let's be honest.
I
This is what it's about.
any person I ever touched, when they come to, damn, this is what it's like for real. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, my nigga, I'm just not them niggas.
Yeah.
You're gonna touch me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
You're gonna touch
Everybody different.
Everybody's different. But you're not penetrating me in no type of way. You're not doing that. I'm just not that. I'm just not. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I need is head. You're not fucking me. You're not faking me. You're not doing nothing's in me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not me. That's not me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
not me
Outside
either.
of that,
That's not me neither. But
I'm
I think I'm softer
I
than
don't
these
even
niggas,
think
so I
like
feel that. But that ain't me.
like being
yeah, but
married
no,
with your
but
spouse.
I'm just not.
Okay, so listen.
Yeah, I
so
ain't
listen.
doing that.
Cool. with
Okay,
that.
so
And
listen.
let me say this. On a hot night, drunk night, well, you might have the best of me. And when I say the best of me,
Feel with it.
I don't mean in me, but you might. I'm like, you butt ass nigga. You might go to touch it. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
a little
okay.
tit, a little tit.
You feel me? A little tit.
But get what? If on a drunk night, you okay with that?
I don't know what's going on, but when I say drunk night,
know, 'cause you remember, 'cause
it's
you know.
different. It's different. Not penetrate me, Puff.
I ain't say penetrate. I said rubbing on them titties.
Yeah, listen, hear me out.
Grabbing on
But get what?
whatever you were there talking about.
Give me out.
On a drunk night, that was cool.
But get what?
You had the best of me. Listen, y'all.
Hey,
Y'all get on that nigga shit. I don't know a man that don't like to be touched. They want their little goose licked, all that bullshit. Them niggas be like this.
Oh, I ain't doing that all the time.
You want to be touched?
Hey, man.
Vouch for this. But get what I'm gonna say on the next day. Boy, you been different last night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good.
You feel me?
And you was yourself.
You feel me?
wide open, baby.
You feel me?
wide open last
So
night.
I ain't gonna be the one to say, I feel boy, you did.
Everybody
What the fuck
different,
happened?
bro.
Yeah, you feel me? Everybody different, my nigga.
Tell me every night.
No,
But
not every
y'all,
night.
please, I got to get this shit out of there, man. And that head might not be working tonight.
So what? So
Oh, hey, go ahead. I gotta say something. Somebody say, somebody say to put her finger in me.
Put your finger in me, bro. Yes, I don't give a fuck. So everybody can be a no.
Hear me out. Somebody say right. They be want their ass ate too. Eat my ass.
Eat your ass, but I
Eat
can't
my
touch you.
ass.
Fuck all that shit.
eat your ass.
No.
You lying,
No. What you saying? No.
You lying. You lying.
eat my ass.
You can eat your ass, but you can't touch you.
No, I can't eat.
She got penetrate.
I don't want nothing inside of me.
That's
That's
fine.
fine.
That's fine. Okay, that's fine.
We
That's
said
fine.
You can touch me.
That's fine. Use your rolls on me, baby. Get your silver bullet out. We finna fuck. We having a good time. All you can't do. All you ain't got to do. You not putting that strap on fucking me. 'Cause I don't want that. I don't want no nigga to do it.
Hold on. How y'all get there?
I think Dad getting off the subject a little bit.
Yes.
I think we on subject.
Hold on.
This is raw and uncut, okay?
It's cool. They
It's
gonna
raw
Don't
and
block
uncut.
us. Hold on.
But we not trying to get blocked.
Hold
But
on.
the next question is,
They ain't even
y'all,
hear
look,
us.
we gotta come back. We gotta come back to that. That's on a whole nother day. We gotta come back to that.
Everybody talking at one time.
But y'all, this is the next question, the real question. This is like the last question of the night, y'all. But
Wait a minute. What you mean?
But it's only
No, I'm saying
5:24.
like we did 3. So this
Right
this is
now.
another question.
We got an hour and a half.
Yeah, but this is another question right here, y'all.
Y'all come on.
Yeah, we having a good time, man.
Yes, we is.
We
We
vibing.
vibing out for
We
real.
vibing. It's raw and uncut.
We need a little
But
music.
we have to be
y'all.
honest though. Let's be honest. Let's be honest about this shit. Okay, so the next question, Paul. You got another question, Paul?
Alright, let me ask y'all this. How do y'all feel about children, I mean, underage, under 18, parents letting their kids go transgender?
No. I don't agree.
Like, for
dog.
instance, D-Wade's situation.
I agree. I don't agree with that. Because I feel like you're not old enough to make that decision.
You ain't old enough to make a lot of decisions as
Parents,
a child.
As a child,
You
you're
know what I'm
not.
saying? Like, nah, you
But
gonna
he
go
the
by the
parent,
rules of
he
this
made the
house.
decision,
period,
right?
Yeah, he agreed with it and allowed it. So
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
that
yeah.
little girl, what is it, little boy?
Little girl.
is like what? Probably 13 or 14 now. Maybe 15.
Put some
I don't
respect,
agree with that.
put some respect on her name. The little girl is not.
Her name is.
Her name is, what's her name?
Zeta Wade, right?
I don't know her name, but I definitely know what y'all saying. And I mean, to each his own. As a parent, I'm not a parent, but I've raised kids.
Yeah.
But like, if you're living in my house, you ain't got the right to say shit, and I'm still taking care of you. But I don't feel like you have to make that kind of decision.
But she
But you
didn't make
make
the
it.
decision.
The parent
made the parent made
That's because he told them what he wanted.
And he presented
He
something like
told
that
them
every
he told
single
them what
day.
he wanted.
Every day.
And guess what? He accepted
He
it. No
Right,
no
he respect.
He respected his child.
I'm not
wishes.
doing
So it ain't that
Because
she made the choice. When
She did.
presented-
She gave them. She told. Cause listen, if she didn't, she still was gonna do
You
it.
have parental rights.
Yes.
You see, your child can't just make no decisions for themselves.
You know what I'm saying? So when he accepted
He
it
made
and
the
said,
right.
okay, cool, and he presented to the world like, this is what my daughter is.
So he changed her name.
I respect that to a certain extent. I'm not making you a boy. I'm not making you a girl. If you're a boy, I'm not making you a girl.
You was a stud at 7. You just said you had no.
No, but listen, hear me out.
Come
Oh
on.
God, this is on God.
What's the difference?
But so
what's
listen,
the
we
difference?
not all around the time. But hear me out, dog. But hear me out. My mama, I didn't come to my mama and daddy and say, I don't want no girl and no boy. I didn't do that.
But what did you do?
I can't. Hear me out.
Snubbed out.
No, listen, this is my.
I was already
hear me
having
out.
sex with women.
Me too, but my mom and dad didn't know that.
13,
My mom and dad didn't know that.
I'm in the church with, you feel
My
me?
mom and daddy didn't know that. Listen, dog. No, hear me out. Hear me out. No, I feel you.
So what's the difference?
But hear me out, though. My mom and daddy didn't know. My mom and daddy didn't know. Hear me out.
My mama knew I was gay. My mama and my daddy knew I was a stud or what I was liking.
And I feel that. But listen, but that's your story. When I was 15, 16, when I came out in the 10th grade, my nigga, I had a bitch who was in college.
Bitch, you told on us. You got us fucked
You
up.
feel me? We got us caught. We got in trouble.
You got us caught.
We got in trouble.
Yeah, about 10th grade, I was already.
Yeah, you feel me too? Me too. So when I told my mom and daddy, first of all, my sister Ben knew I was gay. She kept calling me out. But prior to that, when I came out,
You got us caught.
when I came out, fuck, we're really talking about, when I really talking about fight. When I came out,
bitch,
when I came out, bro, I had a hoe in college.
Okay.
She turned me out. She was so bad, my nigga, I swear to God. But my thing is, when I came out, I told my mom and daddy, regardless of what they heard, what they thought. But I told them me though. But just because I'm gay, don't mean them niggas gay.
Bitch, when you told on everybody, you told
Just so we was friends to the end.
Like my mama told my dad, sit in the living room, like, you know your daughter gay, right?
You feel me?
I told my mama.
But when I told my mama, that's the only person I can't. Listen, I swear to God, I was scared. I was scared to tell my mama. I wasn't really scared of my daddy. I was scared of my mama, and I was scared of my sister, Terry. Tara already knew what was going on, but my middle sister, I was scared to tell her. Other than that, I didn't give a fuck. Long as they okay, and got what my daddy said, baby, you could be you could be anything you want, and be gay. It didn't matter. Once I told my family, I didn't give a fuck what nobody said.
Okay, so
you feel me?
So what age were you when you knew that you was gay?
I was a child.
Okay, so now back to the question.
Okay.
How are you saying the fact of someone trying to turn transgender is an issue? You feel me? Like,
I'm not knocking
A
it.
12-year-old child, bro.
I'm not saying I'm gonna go for it in my household, no household. Like, I'm accepting of you. But the thing is, what's the difference between transgender and the
little boy, when he was a little boy, he a little girl.
So no. The difference is a transgender. You're making a full change.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? We were baby studs playing around.
You know what I'm saying? We just dressed like little boys.
playing around.
And get what? Somebody was our motherfucker. My mama always dressed me like a little boy.
I'm just saying about just accepting the
The shit
fact
she
that
picked
what
up for me was little boy
you want,
clothes.
even if she didn't tell
But
you
the topic
transgender.
still is transgender. Transgender is changing your whole gender.
Your whole
Ain't none of us men right now. None of us want to be.
I want
I feel you, Rita.
and that's a good topic. I
wanna
be.
I just want these titties gone sometime, but then
Me too,
sometimes
dog.
And see, I ain't got none, so I don't got to worry about it.
Sometimes I want them. Sometimes
I don't even like the little ones I do got.
Sometimes I want
See why I can't think like that.
Hey, but y'all, listen though. Check this out though, y'all. On some real shit, y'all, I'm fucked up. I don't give a fuck. None of this shit. Real talk. Listen, y'all. Real talk, y'all. I want to get back on the topic of this shit.
What's the topic,
right here.
Reem?
Shut up.
Oh my God.
Thing is this. Alright, on some real shit. Just real opinion about this shit right here, because I feel like the person who said something to me about it, they was genuine and sincerely wanting information about this shit.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm married to Miko, you feel what I'm saying? Why is it an issue if I go out when I feel like it? And it's a lot though.
You talked about that.
She said she wanted to talk about it again.
No, she
Listen, I want to get back to that though, y'all. I want to be serious about this
She
shit.
going back to it.
Yeah, I want to get back to this shit though, y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's anonymous. I never said who or what or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? I never told nobody shit.
Right.
But a motherfucker really want to know, like, what's the issue with me going out if I'm married? Because, you know what I'm saying? I'm going out.
Hey man, listen. Hey, really, when you married, what the fuck is y'all going out for anyway?
changed.
Go out the country.
When
have
you
a-
married, you supposed to hang
What?
around married.
Ain't no married couple want to
Like-
go out every night.
Right.
They got kids and they got responsibilities.
They got
and they
other
got
shit
jobs
going
and
on.
careers.
If they
and
ain't got
businesses.
kids, they
Who the
out
hell
here.
want to be out anyway, bro? For real, for real.
I mean, at the end
Without
of the day,
without espousing.
It's a problem because at our age, what the hell we doing out of the town?
what the response that I got from this individual, bro,
Mm-hmm.
it was on some shit like I was going through something. You know what I'm saying?
We can't keep using that. I'm going through something.
I understand, and that's how I feel, though, Puff. That's how I
Okay,
feel.
you're going through something. We gonna get through it, but going out is not curing it.
It's not curing. That's how I feel about the situation. I feel like I said from the beginning. If it's an issue, you know what I'm saying, with something you going on outside of our relationship in your life, because just because we married, that don't mean that we don't have outside shit going on. You know what I'm saying? If you got outside shit going on, that's cool. But at the end of the day, I should be your first point of contact. Baby, hey, look, I'm going through this. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you got going on so I could comfort you in a way that nobody else can. That's how I feel. Because that's how deep I am in a
Sometimes
relationship.
they can't come to you, though. They gotta be.
Why though, Miko?
Because you're not that person. You're not that easy to person.
always be the
So sometimes they gotta beat the somebody else.
Everybody drunk. Y'all drunk.
Rena not.
No, I'm saying
Let me hear
Y'all drunk.
Hit me out though. Rena not. If she's speaking for herself.
Goddamn, let her know what's going on.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta beat to somebody else.
Yeah, you gotta admit to somebody else.
Sometimes you gotta admit to somebody else. You can't always go to your mate. You might have to go to a best friend or a close friend. I might gotta go to the pub and admit the pub about something that I can't tell my old lady. You feel what I'm saying? She might give me a little bit better advice, and then I can go to her and feel like woo woo woo.
You feel what I'm saying? Instead of just, baby, let me goddamn woo, 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 and it might come out another way. You feel what I'm saying? Let me just try to see this move first before I always take it there. You know what I'm saying? It be like that sometimes.
It do be like
Then you may feel like, oh, okay,
But
I
no,
ain't
to
got
your
time
point,
to say
to
this,
your
and then
point,
you just go
in the
the fuck
beginning
off.
of a marriage, y'all do
No.
be that tight. But when shit get bumpy, your wife do find somebody else that they gotta talk to.
Yeah,
You're right, but
they
to your
always
point,
finding
to your
somebody
point,
else.
when y'all get married, y'all that's why y'all got married, because y'all so close. You get what I'm saying? But when stuff get bumpy, you done start talking to somebody else, and so did they. Because it's kind of like it's a balance to y'all trying to figure it out.
Right.
But it shouldn't be that way. But to your question, yeah, it is. Some marriages are strong enough that they keep stuff at home because it's an embarrassment to step outside. Some people